back. Nobody beats Mr. Perfect.
Hey, Curt Hennig fans. Hello and welcome to another episode of Curt Hennig Was the Best, Changed My Mind. I am your host, Steph. This is episode 36. Today on our Perfect Podcast, we're going to watch along to Curt's WCW match with Jeff Jarett on Monday Nitro for the U.S. title belt. I think this was a great match, but Curt wins due to Elizabeth and the Macho Man's interference. After the match, the NWO comes out to celebrate only to be interrupted by the Giant, who comes to the ring. But before we start, please join me on my YouTube and Rumble channels where if you like what you hear, you can subscribe, comment, like, and share so we can grow these channels. The links for both will be in the description field below this video. I would like to give a shout out and a thank you to my paid patron supporter Charlie Brown Politics. Thank you, Charlie, for your support. If you too would like to support my channel for as low as $1 a month, please click the link in the description field below this video to become a paid patron supporter. You will also get your name read on the show. For $3 a month, you will get your name read on the show, and you get to ask me a question which I will read and answer. For $5 a month, you get all this plus an exclusive behind the scenes of how I do my show and also a blooper reel. For $10 a month, you get all this and access to a live Patreon show where you can learn more about me. So please click the link in the description field below this video today. Please help me to reach 100 followers on Rumble. All links will be in the description field below this video. You can now follow me on Locals for free. If you like to support the show, you can for just $2 a month. Thank you for your support. Okay, guys, we're back from the opening part. So, this week we're gonna do, Curt Hennig versus Jeff Jarett, and this is a WCW match. I would like to go over their TNA match, though I think the wrong person won, but this is actually a good match. So before we get into that, I just want to say a few words. There are some updates on the Vince McMahon thing. Look, guys, I'm no fan of Vince McMahon, but I think that, the truth is in the pudding. These are facts we can actually look up. We can actually see when her parents passed away, and we can actually see if she was lying or if she was telling the truth. So, all I would say is just don't, blame everything on Vince. Again, he's nasty. He's a nasty old man. I wouldn't go by myself with him. But, all I'm saying is just don't, put all eggs in the basket. There are things that are going to come out, some more things that are going to come out. I would like to know exactly when her parents passed away and if she was telling the truth about that. But I would say that she was not down on her luck because she was, going to marry a lawyer. And let me tell you something, guys, lawyers are not in the poorhouse. They are part of the 1%. So all I would say is, just don't put all your eggs in your basket there. Okay, so, there's also some announcements I just want to briefly go over. Now, by the time you hear this, it would already be past. So if you can go to my channel and check it out. We're going to do a review of the Sandman. His Dark Side of the Ring just came out. This is May 1st, so Blessed Beltane for all those Wiccans out there who are also wrestling fans as well. I hope you have a good one, and I hope you get all of your dreams to come true. And want to live the life you want to live. So Blessed Beltane for everyone out there, and for you non-believers, it's just Maypole Day. So, but what I do want to say is, Sunday, we're going to have a big recording going on. Again, this will already have been passed. So I urge you to go to my channel and look up, the Sandman review of the Dark Side of the Ring. We are going to talk about that. I'm going to have Kit Cabello. I'm going to have Angel Riviera. I'm going to have Greg, and of course Deconstruction. And I'm very, very excited to have everybody. Hopefully everybody can come. to the, recording, and we can all talk about, what we saw or what we thought of the Sandman's, his review of the Dark Side of the Ring, excuse me. I thought it was okay, but again, I'm gonna try to save as much comments as I can. But again, that will already have been, uploaded. So if you want to stop this episode and you want to listen to that because you haven't listened to it yet, I urge you to listen to it because we're going to have a great gang of people. And, they are very knowledgeable. I know Kit Cabello is a big ECW guy. I wasn't really, but I would watch it for Kit, because I do call him friend. So, I'm a little scratchy tonight. I'm sorry. My throat was a little sore because of the weather. It's been really bad pollen around here, unfortunately. So, because I have sinuses and stuff, they will, come up on me. And I'm drinking water because I want to get all the bad out and put the good in. So, drinking filtered water, hopefully, filtered water is good. I've heard good and bad things about filtered water, but, it's ice water. So, and then of course I chew on the ice. But anyway, enough of my problems. Again, if I sound a little scratchy, I'm sorry. But anyway, so, check out those reviews and, check out, any upcoming pro wrestling talks with Angel. We're every Saturday night at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern, unless we say otherwise. But, hopefully we'll see you, Saturday, the next Saturday to come, whatever episode we're on. We have a great bunch of guys coming on. We definitely want to dive into not just modern wrestling, but older wrestling. And I think it's just a great time where we get to sit around and just talk about, modern wrestling and old wrestling. I actually love to review the whole thing with Jim Cornette, so I do listen to his podcast as much as possible. Of course, he always tries to get my goat when, I literally finish one episode and then he has other clips coming out on YouTube. So, I just want to say on the controversy, Jim Cornette was, trending, okay? I don't think it was what people were thinking it was, and I honestly agree with Jim and Brian Last that you have the problem. If you thought that was, if it was an issue for you and you were offended, you're the one who's got the problem. So, honestly, they were just kind of talking about how Swerve wasn't getting an opportunity. Wasn't getting opportunities that, a champion should get. And they want to see more opportunities for Swerve so he can become a better champion and a great wrestler. So, again, if you were offended, you have the problem. I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings, but I agree with Jim that, there was no intent there. It wasn't meant to be controversial. I can actually say the word now. But again, you should be worried about other things. If that breaks you or hurts your feelings, buck up, Buttercup, because I'm telling you, the world gets even harder when you don't worry about such frivolous. There you go. Try saying that 5 times fast. When you don't have to worry about frivolous things in your life. I mean, there's worse things out there to stress about, okay? And I think it's just people who don't like Jim Cornette, and that's fine. You don't have to like Jim Cornette. There's some things I don't agree with him on, and I don't agree with his politics. I don't agree that, he votes a certain way, and that's okay. That's why we have the freedom in this country to vote how we want. And I just don't. So, I can't sympathize with the people who literally made this a big, you made a mountain out of a molehill. They're the kind of people that get outraged over every little thing. And guys, let me tell you, life is a lot harder when you don't have money and you're struggling to be worrying about stuff. I mean, honestly, it's these people who literally have no problems. You know, they don't have any problems. That, you know, they don't struggle with money, they don't struggle with this, they don't struggle with that. Because if that offended you, you literally have nothing else to worry about. And at that point, I mean, you are a part of the problem. You're not the solution, you're the problem. You want to keep people like me down because I don't make enough money and I don't look the way I should look and blah, blah, blah. So if it offended you, I'm sorry to say this, but get a life. Get a life. You need to find something else to put that offense into, like a passion or a hobby or something. Put that passion, turn that negativity into a positive and put it into a hobby that you like. Because you don't struggle with, things. You don't struggle with money, I guess. You must have the greatest job in the world that you don't have to complain about stuff. You get time off to do stuff. I mean, great. But there's people out there who are struggling and who are literally down on their luck. They have no home. They have no food to eat. So instead of worrying about what Jim Cornette says, and he was defending Swerve in this, clip, go out and feed the homeless. Go out and help somebody who's less fortunate than you are. Instead of worrying about what Jim Cornette said on his podcast about a champion who they want to see grow as a champion. That's all he was trying to say. So I'm not really sure why all the outrage came out, but I do side with Brian Last and Jim Cornette on this. So again, instead of being offended, go out and help somebody. Help someone less fortunate than you. Be a good person and a good caring person. Worry about that. Worrying about helping, homeless children and homeless veterans and worry about that stuff. Don't worry about what people say that may offend you. But at least you're a good person because you went out and helped someone less fortunate. Okay? So that's all I have to say about that. I hope I don't get demonetized for it, or I might be able to promote this channel or promote this episode because I said voting. I don't know if they don't like that word or whatever. I didn't say a name of who to vote for because I'm not voting at all. So if I find out that they don't like the word vote, I'll have to edit that and you'll never hear this anyway. So again, just, instead of having a chip on your shoulder, go out and help someone less fortunate than you. Trust me when I say that's better use of your time than getting offended over someone saying something you didn't like or a picture that was drawn that you didn't like. Again, there's worse stuff out there and life gets harder than this, guys. But obviously you have nothing to worry about. You're not struggling financially. You're not struggling in your life to put food on your table. So again, go help less fortunate people and be that caring person that you can be. Okay? I wish you all the best in your life, and for all those who are offended, I just hope that you put that passion somewhere else. Like helping the needy or, a hobby that you love or a job that you want to do. Worry about things that actually matter instead of something else that has no meaning and is nothing. I mean, Jim put it nicely, but I can't say it because if I say what he said, basically they won't promote my channel or they won't promote my episode. So, that's all I'm going to say about that. And I think it's time that I shut up now and we just go ahead and go into the match. So I'll catch you on the flip side, get everything together and catch you on the flip side. Okay guys, we're back. So, if you go to your Peacock subscription, it should be Monday Nitro. We're at 1 hour, 33 minutes and 3 seconds. Now it's literally just going to start. So I'm going to leave the volume up. There is no music at this time. So So I'm going to tell you to hit play here in just a second. And like I said, I wanted to avoid the music, so that's why we're kind of starting as soon as, they get in. They show the belt and then they start the match. So, okay, here we go. Press play now.
What it's all about. If you've been following this sport for years, you know that means you're the number one contender. That's the stepping stone to the world title. But of course,
Too bad it didn't work out for Curt.
the NWO and hoping to have the world title, you can forget about that. They're just going to protect the fact of the world champ. Curt Hennig has become in a mere 2 weeks.
That wasn't much for Jeff Jarett, so come on, Jared.
And in 3 weeks before that, he was the hottest piece of property in wrestling. And let's face it, it's more than a coincidence. Wherever Curt Hennig goes, the championship goal soon follows. We've seen that through the years in every organization that he's wrestled in. No doubt about it. Let me ask, who was the one that brought up the fact that they saw Hennig talking to Eric Bischoff?
Ric Flair.
Well, somebody said it on one of the He brought it up. Hennig did. Hennig admitted that he was speaking to Bischoff. That's right, he did. I'm sure he wanted everybody to know that he's up for sale. He's a free agent. That's the highest bidder. That's a good bid. Before we get too far into this match, once again, we're going to stay on the air until this match ends. Stay right with us. We'll do a little bit long here on Nitro. And before this match gets too far into it, let me send my wishes out to the next boy, Ric Flair.
To Ric Flair. He stunk. Screw you, Flair. Screw you.
Payback's coming, Curt. I want to be calling that one.
Yeah, right, Shivani. Whatever.
Now, believe you me, fans, you know by following our great sport, there is no horseman motive here, no revenge on the mind of Jeff Jarett. As a matter of fact, based on what has gone on in Jarrett's life over the past 4 or 5 months, he probably was glad to see that happen. Although I'm not so sure that you want to see any man's career.
Get over it, Shivani. Ric Flair's not here.
Curt Hennig comes out.
You can go see him later.
You're looking here, and unfortunately, one's a member of the NWO. Great headline takedown. Yeah, Jarett. He's tapping out, too. You are seeing 2 great second-generation stars.
I love when Curt gets frustrated, because it's all just a work. He's supposed to get frustrated. Hey, don't worry about the fans. Fans mean nothing. You are the greatest wrestler to ever live.
Title belt at stake. Interesting to see Queen Deborah on one side of the ring and Elizabeth on the other. Well, you're right. Too long ago, the 2 ladies were walking down the aisle with the horses. Remember that? My goodness, how things changed in our great sport. Wasn't too long ago, both of these men were walking down the aisle with the horses. Right?
This ain't church, guys. It's wrestling, not church. There we go. No, there's no timeout, Jeff Jarett. No timeouts. You don't get a timeout. This ain't football. Liz, get out of the way. Hiya. Let Bobby talk. No. Hey. You be nice to Bobby Heenan. Be quiet, Deborah.
She's very crazy, but she needs to get away from this because it's not beneath them to hit a lady.
Right. She's a lady and that's her husband. Come on, guys. Stop it.
Back to the class. Oh, my goodness. That could have been over. A right hand to the face. Could have been over right there. Another one from Jarett. Jarett firing back.
I don't remember where they are right now because I just don't remember where they are right now. I don't remember what city they're in.
But unfortunately, if he wins this match, we'll probably feel the wrath of the entire...
Oh, you missed. Haha.
Well, you know what I noticed? You noticed Elizabeth.
Elizabeth isn't going to do anything. She's just out there because the Macho Man allowed her to be.
With Curt Hennig now going with the NWO tells me one thing. They are kicking in a higher gear. Liz complaining about Queen Deborah over to help Jarett out. More beautiful.
Neither.
Give you an opinion on that?
If you want to know who's more beautiful, it's Curt. Kurt's more beautiful. I'm a lady, I can say it. No offense, I wasn't into Jeff Jarett.
So much for my coaching. Can't hear you from here. Could be step one as far as Jarett is concerned to work on the leg of Curt Hennig. It's set up for that possible figure four spin. Good call, Mike. You're exactly right. Both men are
2 second generations here, Jeff Jarett and Curt Hennig. And I did hear an interview with Jarett that he does respect Curt, and that, you know, Curt always did what he needed to do. He was in Memphis briefly, but, you know, when they had matches, they were good matches.
Wow, what a physical matchup in a short span here. Here's a cover. No. This has been quite a Donnybrook for the U.S. title on a night where we have seen just,
Oh, nice.
just about everything. Uppercut. Where's the competition? You keep slamming their head against.
There is no competition. It's WCW.
That's what they want to do. Remember that, Tony? How his head hit the down. Stop it. Oh, DDT. You can have it here. Well, there's your competition. But Jarett is obviously winded and unable to roll over and go for the pinfall after the DDT. Jarett up on all fours. Trying to rethink the strategy here and just maybe try to get a second win. He'll send Hennig near side.
Missed.
Well, didn't miss that one, though. But you know what he's thinking? He's thinking figure four. He wants to get him in a position so he can get him in that figure four, slap it on him, and then walk out of here. United States champion. Yeah, but they're so
Yeah, good luck. You gotta get through Curt first. I think you're not giving Curt enough credit.
suplex, you're right. A lot of times in the U.S. Oh, how about that? Oh, he hit on the back of his neck.
I hated that move.
Do it again.
But it was one of Kurt's greats. I will admit that.
He is going now. I would think with a figure four. Looks like, though, maybe a Boston Crab. No, catapult. Head first to the top turnbuckle. Hennig down. Here he goes. Here we go. We're going to have a new champion right here. Liz is up. Liz got it. And she got the attention of referee Randy Anderson. The Macho Man is handed Hennig the U.S. title.
Now, if you saw there, Curt kind of like grabs Jarrett's, he grabs his boot, not hard, but like gently, like presses in on the boot. I think it was to give him a signal of what was to come. That's pretty cool. You know, he just, hey, I'm giving you a warning what's going to happen next. But I mean, it wasn't verbal. So interesting that, you know, they kind of like gently, pushed in on the boot a little bit.
The man is so out. Get him up. He's gonna try to suplex him. I can't believe this. Jeff Jarett is
He has to grab him. He literally has to grab him up.
and he's still gonna try his fisherman's suplex.
It's a Hennig plex, please.
It's over.
Okay, I'm going to turn this down because I think they're going to play the NWO music. So they're just going to celebrate here. I'll tell you what's going to happen, although you can probably see it if you're watching along. So Curt raises the belt. Of course, they're going to have the NWO come out. Oh, yeah. Okay, Hogan. Yeah. No. Just put the camera back on, Curt, please. That's all I wanted to really see. So, yeah. I love the singlet. It's blue and it's black. I just love those colors together. Scott Norton. Of course, there's Vincent. Yeah, I don't know what that son of Minnesota meant. Oh, and there's Macho Man. I think we're going to go right up until the end here. This wasn't a very long match, maybe about 10-15 minutes. But we're going to do the end here, even though that, okay, here comes the Giant. And this is like, okay, we're going to scatter now. And I'll tell you, I would say if something pops up on your screen, just hit cancel. Okay, hit dismiss, and it should just run out on you. Okay, so it goes back to your main screen. So, yeah, that is a great match, I think. It was for the U.S. title, and of course it was right after Curt won the title. I think the right man won. Again, I wasn't much for Jeff Jarett, but that doesn't mean that he wasn't a good wrestler. He was second generation. I truly will recommend his podcast. He does have one. It's The World According to Jeff Jarett or something like that. So there you go, Jared. There's a little plug for you. Not that he needed it, of course, but, you know, if you want to just check it out, he does talk about certain things. So, yeah, my World According to Jeff Jarett, or, yeah, My World. I think it's called My World. So My World According to Jeff Jarett, you can just look that up on YouTube. I found it one day. So go ahead and check that out. Just do a search, like I said, on YouTube. You should be able to find it, no problem. I subscribe so that I can hear anything he says about Curt. He talks about Curt's, last match in TNA, how it wasn't, his heart wasn't in it. And I was like, well, I mean, Jared, do you blame him? First of all, you were the champ and you did have a match against Curt, but you wouldn't make him champion. So why should Curt stick around? You know, there was no point. And, you know, things just kind of ended how they ended. So I think that, I think Curt got shafted, several times in several different promotions. And I think it's just because of jealousy, because, you know, Curt was a second generation superstar and he knew what he was doing in that ring and he knew the business. So, okay, I'm going to put everything away and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Okay, guys, so, what can I say about this match? Other than it was a good match, it ended the correct way. I thought Curt should have kept the belt. And, I mean, there's really nothing more to say about this match. It was during the WCW days, and of course the NWO had to get in on it. They had to celebrate at the end, so that's why we turned it down, because the NWO music was playing. Next week we're gonna have the match after Nitro. This Nitro, we're gonna have the next match after this one. It's gonna be the Giant's gonna challenge Curt for the belt, and we're gonna watch along to that match. So I hope you will stay with me, and hopefully I can promote this episode. I might have to cut some of it, but please, if you can, just see things from my perspective, even if you were one of the ones who was kind of, you know, offended by certain things. And I hope that you, actually do put it in that negative into a positive and actually help other people, or put it into a passionate hobby that you have, because I think people are very creative and can come up with creative wonderful creative things. You have so much potential. All of my audience, all of you have potential, and I think that is where you need to put that potential. You need to put it into your passionate hobbies or something that you're passionate about. It doesn't matter what it is. Even if you're passionate about AEW, that's fine. But this match was a good one. It was two second generation superstars. Again, I have nothing bad to say about Jeff Jarett. I just did not like Jeff Jarett. He was not one of my favorites. He, in my opinion, was middle card at best, where Curt was like a main eventer. He was like mid card at best, but they did give Curt and Jarett the main event of Nitro. I would have liked to have seen them, at Halloween Havoc, or even when Curt came back, instead of doing like something with Bret, which we will go over the uncensored match with Bret Hart when Curt comes back from Japan in 1998. And I'm sorry guys, I'm a little scratchy today. And if you heard the first part, the beginning part of this episode, I just couldn't help it. I'm very, very sorry. That's what happens when you have allergies. But, so I think that we need to, come together on things. And of course, I just want to make some announcements. Now, this is already going to happen. Just like I said in the first part, this is already on my channel. So if you would like to stop this and go, or you can finish this and then go and see the Sandman review that we're going to do. That'll be me, Kit Cabello. It'll be Deconstruct and Angel and hopefully Greg too. Even though some of us don't really know that much about ECW. I know I don't really know that much. And I just kind of sat there watching the Sandman Dark Side of the Ring going, why in the world would you do that? So, look for that. It will already be out by the time this comes out. So, I wish you all the best. And guys, it was a great match between Curt and Jeff Jarett. And there's really nothing more I can say about it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and plug a few things here. Hopefully this is like at least 30 minutes. I'm just gonna plug a few things and then, I'm gonna go ahead and, that's it for me, that kind of thing. So, what I want to plug is, the first thing I want to plug is our, Black Magic Talk Show, which is up to episode 7. We just did an interview with my teacher, my Wiccan teacher, that is uploaded already to Rumble and YouTube. So if you guys want to check that out, the link will be in the description field. You are more than welcome to watch that if you are also Wiccan and a wrestling fan. Again, it's Black Magic Talk. You can look that up if you want to, or you can click the link in the description field. Now, we do have a Black Magic Talk Patreon page where everything goes to me and my co-host Matt Collins. It goes to us evenly, so 50-50. So you can do $1, $3, $5, and $10 if you wish. Whatever you can do to support us. And again, it's 50-50. Matt and I get 50-50. I wanted to be fair with Matt because he is a great co-host. Now we do have some, exciting episodes coming up here. So, they probably will already be out by the time this happens. Like I said, this is May 1st that I'm recording this. So by the time, it'll probably be like the end of May when this comes out. So this will already be done and over with. But if you are interested, we are having an episode about our tarot cards and rune cards, or rune stones, excuse me. I have several tarot decks, and I know he does too, and he also has really cool rune stones. I had to get some, because I admit that I had some, but I lost them. I have no idea where they are. I think they're in like a shed outside that but I don't think I know where they went to. So, I had to actually buy mine off of Amazon. So I will get those hopefully tomorrow. and take a look at them. I do like runestones. I should look for my pendulum, but I have no idea where that is either. Again, could be outside in the other sheds for all I know. But if you are interested in that kind of stuff, Black Magic Talk in the description field. Again, we do have a Patreon for that. $1, $3, $5, and $10. Just like I have a Patreon show for my wrestling content. Again, $1, $3, $5, and $10. Just like at the beginning of this, you get, for $1, you get to have your name read on the show. For $3, you get your name read on the show, and you get to ask me a question about wrestling. For $5, you get a blooper reel. You get all the first, the name read on the show, the question. You get to, see a blooper reel, which I've been, compiling them, and I'd like to stick them all together. I don't think they're going to be very long, but, I'm just trying to stockpile, just trying to get, some out there, cause trust me guys, I screw up way too much. Way too much. And I'm right there. I can just do it if I just, keep thinking about it and and my soulmate's always like, don't read too fast. You're reading too fast. I'm like, okay. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it this time. And for $10, you get all that, plus you get a live Patreon show, which I want to do one just like Kit Cabello does. I really love his Patreon shows, and I'm looking forward to doing one. But I'm just kind of waiting for the $10 to do that. Once we get $10 and start, getting the ball on the roll, getting the ball rolling, then I would love to do a Patreon show just like Kit does. So if you can give $10, please, please, please. Some of us unfortunately are struggling to keep our heads above water, and I'm trying to get these shows out to you. Trust me. I probably will skip a week. So it's a good thing that I'm actually kind of doing, episodes, beforehand, because at my other job, my boss is actually going on vacation a whole week for his birthday. So it pays to be the boss. No, he's a cool boss. I really like him. And I'll give him a shout out because he's a year younger than I am. So he'll be 37 this year. He didn't tell me when his birthday was, just that he was taking off, in the middle of May. So I will be skipping that week at least because I have to get up really early in the morning, and so I'm just gonna try to do as many episodes beforehand so I can skip that week. Now, trust me when I say right now I'm already booked up all the way to the end of May, so I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue, but hopefully you will stick around, and hopefully I can promote this episode, even though I said a few words that I'm not sure if the YouTube censors will like, but we'll figure it out. And if I have to, you won't hear it because, again, I'll have to cut it out. But I thank you so much for supporting me, and I just ask that you continue to support me. If you think you got unsubscribed, please, please, please see if YouTube unsubscribed you. Sometimes they do that. So just check the, subscribe button, make sure it's there. Hit the notification bell so you get all the new notifications for when I drop my videos. I'm going to try to do them early Sunday with YouTube, and that's because, if I do need to go back and edit everything, I'm not trying to do it at 9:00 at night. So they will actually go live. The Rumble ones will go at 9:00 every Sunday night. I have them set and scheduled, so you should be getting them on Rumble at 9:00 on a Sunday. So I have that already scheduled out for them. Again, the YouTube will probably be done earlier in the afternoon Eastern time. And like I said, I'm just doing that to make sure that, if I do need to come back and edit anything, that I can do that, in a short amount of time, and that way I can, get them uploaded and get them promoted. As I found out the hard way, unfortunately, there's some words that the censors just don't like. So, and if I don't take them out, I can't promote my channel, and I can't promote my my episode and I can't get more subscribers. So, again, just check the subscribe button, see if you're subscribed. Thank you for staying subscribed. If for any reason you didn't get subscribed or you're not getting notified of when my new episodes come out, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, that is something I can't control. I'm up to the YouTube people. So, just try to always stay subscribed, see if you're subscribed and stayed subscribed. And again, hit that little bell icon for all notifications. That way you are alerted. I'm also thinking, I'm really, really trying to determine if I want to do a live show. So a live, Curt Hennig was the best show. Because I've been doing recordings now, for the longest time. So if we did do a live broadcast, it would be through YouTube and Rumble. I'm not really anywhere else but there. I would definitely have guests on, and, we would probably just do audio because I don't want any copyright stuff. We could do, Portland stuff. I don't think any of that stuff is copyrighted, but at the very least, I haven't really thought through what we're gonna do yet on the live. It would have to be something that's not copyrighted, or we would just have to do audio, which is not hard to do. I would just, it would be no video, just audio. And that's kind of hard to do in a live setting, but we could definitely do it, or we could at least try it. It might be just a Portland match just so, my guys can see what I see, or at least hear what I hear in Portland matches. I don't know, but I'm really thinking about doing a special, just for my fans. It might be just like, a match I got off of YouTube that's no longer on there. And it was, another house show done at, Madison Square Garden between Bret Hart and Curt Hennig. And I think it was in June. Now I just got that off of YouTube. So we had just done the one in April, the one that they had done in Canada. Well, this one's at Madison Square Garden. So, I don't know how long it's going to be on YouTube. But, I'm trying to get like a live kind of thing just to spruce up my show. Cause right now, you guys know what I look like if you watch Pro Wrestling Talk. And I recommend that everybody do that. Again, Saturday nights, 8:00 p.m. Eastern time. That's me and Angel Riviera. He's the host and I am his co-host. We usually have Deconstruct, who is a great guy, knows a lot about wrestling, and also Greg, who knows a lot about modern wrestling, and he likes the old wrestling too. So, I really, really would like, if you listen to this stuff and you like listening and you like what you hear, that you can definitely check those out. Again, it's Pro Wrestling Talk. It's every Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern time, unless we tell you otherwise. If you can, please, please, please check us out. And, but I do have coming in the works, trying to get a live show, maybe Kit Cabello back on, definitely Angel. I'm going to try to get, Matt Collins, who is my co-host for, Black Magic Talk, because he does know some wrestling. So, definitely going to do that, and, just keep listening. I have to get it all together, get the topic we're going to talk about, and, just kind of go do like a round robin of, like what they thought, and we could do some news, I guess, of the week or whatever. It will be a live show. So, I'm not really sure when that's going to take place, but I do want to like broaden my horizons. So, but we have not yet peaked. So if you could stay around and stick with us, that would be great. Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate, and again, just make sure you're still subscribed. If you're not getting notified, make sure you click that little bell icon that says all notifications. That way you can be alerted to when I drop a new video. And also when we start doing a little bit more live shows, 'cause I would like to do at least one like either once a month or maybe like once every 2 months. I would like to do a live show. Just kind of get into the feel of it. You know, I've done enough recordings now that, I would like to get into live stuff. I think that would be better for my channel and better for you guys, that you can kind of see us while we're on the spot and, and kind of see us, you know, talk about, you know, Curt Hennig, live. Not that we haven't. We did his birthday bash, but that was recorded. So, you know, when we're live and in the moment and we can't change stuff, we can't edit it, that kind of thing, I think it's better that way. So I think it's better if we, you know, stick to a live show. And it's not going to be very long, maybe like an hour, hour and a half. I don't want them to be too long because I'm afraid that, a Rumble only has a 15 gig, upload for a file. So, remember that I have to put my theme song on, so I can't have it for too long, but maybe an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours for the live show. But that is coming up. I just have to get the details together, so continue to stay with me. Stay subscribed. If you can, follow me on Rumble. I have 25 on the wrestling one, and I just got 10 on my Black Magic Talk. I just want to say one more thing about Black Magic Talk. We do have things coming up. We have a few authors coming on. We also have, Matt Collins. His teacher is going to come on. I definitely want to get Sonia Smith back on. So, we're definitely going to have special guests on that side. On this side, we are going to have Kit Cabello back on, and of course Angel and Deconstruct, and of course Greg if he can make it. So, again, more and exciting things are yet to come, so just stay with us briefly. Thank you so much for listening, and remember everyone, nobody beats Mr. Perfect. Nobody.